really like wearable tech. Gives me great feedback on my sleep and my activity, but I don't always want to wear my Apple Watch. Well, it can get a bit annoying at night for sleep tracking, especially when it's hot, and wearing it at night eats into my battery for when I'm awake. And even though I like wearable devices, I really don't like subscription models. So when Ultrahuman reached out and asked if I'd like to try their smart ring, the Ring Air, pointing out that it didn't need a subscription to access all the data, I said, sure, let me try it out. This video is all about what my experience was like during my first week with the Ultrahuman Ring Air and the pre-ordering steps you go through when you order one. And stay till the end for an on-screen code that will help you out with that order, if you choose to make one. All right, let's dig in. First, let's briefly go through what the Ring Air from Ultrahuman is and what it can do for you. The Ultrahuman Ring Air is basically a close rival to the 3rd gen Oura Ring. It can track your sleep, recovery, and movement and give you tips through a smartphone app. The Ring Air aims to deliver insights into your data and help you to be healthier. Now, a few fitness trackers may give you a lot of data, but they often lack practical advice and meaningful insights. It's also priced at $349 US. It's not cheap, but that includes a lifetime subscription to access your data and insights, unlike Oura, which charges $6 per month. Now, to find the perfect fit for my ring, I wore a dummy ring for 24 hours using a sizing kit that Ultrahuman sent to me, and it turned out that the size 10 was the ideal fit. Now, Ultrahuman doesn't offer half sizes, otherwise size 9.5 probably would have been the sweet spot. Ultrahuman does have an electronic sizing kit that you can use that involves using your phone's camera, but speaking to customer service, they said that you get better results by using the free ring sizing kit. So after 24 hours, I entered my preferred size on the app that was tracking my order of the ring sizing kit, and Ultrahuman's ordering system picks it up from there. Now, the only rule for wearing the titanium ring is that it can't be on thumbs or pinkies. Now, I chose my right ring finger, and from reading other users' experiences who chose an index finger, a few said that if they could choose again, they would pick their middle or ring finger because the ring gets scuffed easily and the index finger has just more contact with everything. Now, I'm testing the Space Silver version, but Ultrahuman has also got other finishes available: Aster Black, Matte Black, and Bionic Gold. Here's how I see it. The Ultrahuman Ring Air tackles two problems I often encounter with sleep and fitness trackers. Now, it's comfortable enough to the point where I can wear it 24/7 even while I'm sleeping to track my sleep. Even though I can just about tolerate my Apple Watch while sleeping, I find smartwatches and most fitness trackers uncomfortable, and I would prefer to take them off at night. Now, wearing just 2.4 grams, Ultrahuman claims the Ring Air is 11 times lighter than other smartwatches, making it the lightest smart ring globally. Now, I don't know about that. The weight of smaller sizes may just be 2.4 grams, but my ring is a bit heavier at approximately 3 grams, and Ultrahuman actually do say this on their website. The Ring Air has a kind of more bulky and more masculine focused design, to my eyes anyway, measuring around 2.5 millimeters in thickness. It's been noticeable to a few people who have asked, but I'm not someone who really wears much jewelry. And despite being packed with sensors, the inside is still smooth and comfortable. Now and then I can see the heart rate sensor's green light when it's dark. That can be a little bit off-putting, but it's probably the most inconspicuous wearable I've ever tried. With that infrared PPG sensor, a skin temperature sensor, a 6-axis motion sensor, and LEDs for monitoring heart rate and blood oxygen saturation, the Ring Air is also safe to wear in the shower or pool thanks to its IPX8 water resistance rating. That blood oxygen rating system is still in beta though, so they're still working on that. Now, you can review your data in the Ultrahuman app on your phone. It's on Android and iOS. The ring connects with your phone via a Bluetooth 5 low energy system, taking a few seconds to sync every time you open the app. It provides 3 scores based on your data: the movement index, the sleep index, and the recovery score. Now, the first 2 track fitness and sleep and determine your recovery score, which offers a guide on how much you should push yourself through the day. It's not unlike Fitbit's daily readiness score or Garmin's body battery. Now, the Ring Air tracks your steps, logs workouts, and estimates cardiovascular fitness and blood oxygen levels, but like I say, that last one's in beta. Now, I personally like that it reminds you to get up and keep moving if you've been sitting too long. It's all about moving often instead of just trying to do one big workout if you're at your desk for hours. Now, I'll be in a better position to judge how well or accurately it tracks things like workouts when I've used it over several weeks. It's pretty manual right now, and I'm not sure if they're going to kind of develop some kind of auto workout pickup like Fitbit tends to do. And I'll also need a chance to cross-check it with what my Apple Watch is recording. I'll be interested in looking more deeply at heart rate and automatic activity tracking if that develops, but here's what I think about these things after just 1 week. After only a week, I have found the Ultrahuman Ring Air to be excellent at tracking sleep based on my experience. It displays the different stages: awake, REM, light, and deep sleep. It monitors your heart rate variability and records skin temperature. You can also log how you're feeling: tired, ready to go, or somewhere in the middle. Now, when you first pair the Ring with the app, it does state that the Ring Air needs 15 days of data before it can start coming up with any meaningful insights. So check in with me again in a few weeks when I report back on those. But here's what I've discovered after this first week. First off, let me say, I actually really like it. I find it comfortable and compelling to wear. Even in the first few days when it was gathering data and calibrating, and I wasn't getting even a little bit of data insight, I enjoyed getting into the app and discovering what it may be capable of doing. Now, with the Ring Air, health-focused suggestions are tailored to your circadian rhythm and the current time. Things like starting your day with sunlight, waiting for adenosine to clear before using stimulants like coffee, and cutting back on those stimulants in the evening too. It also checks your heart rate drop to see how well you recover. If your heart rate drops earlier in the night, it means that you're recovering better. And it gives you reasons as to why it might not have dropped as quickly, like eating too close to bedtime or having alcohol. It's mostly common sense stuff, but they could simplify some of the unnecessary jargon. But for me, receiving reminders throughout the day can be helpful too. Now, the app I think can be a bit overwhelming at first, but once you dive into any of the tracked elements, you'll find explanations about why they matter and what they reveal. And the color coding is helpful. Green means you're on target and red means there might be problems. So it's easy to see at a glance what's going on. Now, Ultrahuman does do a weekly report to show you the trends and areas where you've improved and areas where you need more work. I'm looking forward to receiving these. I haven't quite got my first one yet. There's also a tab for meditations, workouts, and sleep stories. There's actually a good amount of content and the production values are decent, but they may be aimed at a different audience to me. They didn't quite resonate. Personally, I prefer the content that I find on the premium offering from Apple Fitness Plus, but this is a pretty costly subscription. The content that you get in this app is covered by the one-off cost of buying the ring. It's not cheap, but it does deliver value, I think, right off the bat. A word about battery life so far in my first week with the Ring Air. It's decent enough. Ultrahuman says you can do up to 6 days, but 4 is more realistic. When the battery level drops to about 30%, the app reminds you to charge it. And the recommendation is to charge it up to between 30 and 80% with the occasional full charge to 100%. So taking that charging approach gives me about 2 to 3 days between charges. The box includes a small pedestal and USB-C cable, but you'll have to provide your own power block. It takes over 2 hours to fully charge the Ring Air, which is actually ample time for you to forget about it, so watch out for that. So, do I like it? Yes, so far. I'll be wearing this on my trip overseas and we'll check back in again with a longer term review in a few weeks from now. So be sure to subscribe so you don't miss that. And if you're interested in more content to keep you well and happy while traveling, check out my video on keeping your devices and data safe while you're on the road. I'll see you there.